Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Noir Bar. Come on in and take a seat. I am your friendly bartender, bottle ready at the pour, Polly. And joining me at the bar tonight, as always, is Far. Far, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright. A little less pissed off, but I'm alright.
A little bit less pissed off. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Any little bit helps. And joining me also at the bar is your boy Pat. Pat, it's been a minute since you've been to the bar. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, somewhat to the point until I jump on Twitter and I see all the nuts that's going around.
Well, that's Twitter for you, right?
Twitter is a sewer.
It is. Twitter is a sewer. It's true. My life quality increased significantly from when I blocked the Twitter trending box. I don't know what's trending anymore. People like say, "Have you seen what's trending on Twitter?" No. Oh wait, you didn't go on Twitter? Yeah, I did. I don't care that fucking Jimmy Fallon is trending because of some blackface skit that he did 10 years ago and now he's apologizing or whatever, right? I mean, that was a story from last week, wasn't it? Like that kind of shit.
Yeah, that was just stupid. And of course, he didn't mean the apology, but he has to do it because he has. I'm saying, if you want to keep his job.
Yep. As it always is. That's why we escaped back to Noir Bar in 1942. It was a simpler time, a better time. It's
well, not a better time for everybody.
Well, not for everybody, but inside this bar it is because
there is equality at Noir Bar.
There is. There's a distinct lack of giving a fuckness going on in Noir Bar. It's like everyone's money spends the same here, and we all just want to get drunk and have some friendly barroom conversations. So,
except if you're a degenerate furry.
That's a good point. But did they even have furries in 1942?
Probably they were hidden.
I don't know. What would be a 1940s furry?
Like Living Nightmare? Remember them early Mickey Mouse costumes that we saw?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Those creepy ass looking things.
Oh my god.
I love the fact that those are actual Disney costumes. Like, those were the original ones.
I know. And there's
that
Nightmare Fuel.
That was a stuffing nightmare, man.
Woo. Yeah. God, it's so fucking funny. It's like you see the kids standing next to them. And it's like,
get me away from it.
Oh, look, Jimmy, it's Mickey Mouse. I don't like Mickey anymore.
they really fucked up by not making them like portly characters. Like when it's just like the skinny body of the people with the giant heads. I don't know. Chat, if you guys haven't seen those early Disneyland characters walking around, and especially when there's a whole posse of them in a parade, my god, is it nightmarish.
Yeah.
This is back doing like what, the Ink and Paint Club days?
Yeah.
Just looking at chat here, and Vol Potato says, check IMDb for the Noir Bar page. Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
Noir Bar page?
Sweet.
I think
he had threatened to mock the hell out of me, so I fully expect it to be one giant hilarious shit post. We'll see.
Wait, Noir Bar of what? What?
What?
Oh no, it's just the first result. It's like Noir Bar awards. It's like it doesn't look like okay.
We don't give awards here.
I was just confused. Why is that the first result?
Mm-hmm.
No, whatever. Oh yeah. Jesus Christ. Evolved Potato wrote this, right?
Right.
Okay. Do you want to know what it says?
Not really, no. I mean, well, he threatened me over on Cocktail Hour on Weevil Jones's channel. Threatens may be a strong word, but he made me very much aware of what he was going to do. So my god.
All right. Okay, well, you're gonna hear it anyway.
All right.
Polly is a time-traveling alcoholic whose persona is an otter.
So far, it's right, except for the persona part.
Bar is an Australian artist from the large mining town known as Western Australia. Thanks. Thanks. Although it's not entirely wrong, we do kind of suffer from a small town syndrome, except it's the entire fucking state.
Right.
Polly took his time traveling bar back okay, that's a typo. Back in the 1940s to avoid the stigma of his alcoholism combined with his furriness that everyone thinks is just a costume in that time.
Hold on, really quick.
Instead of his...
Hold on for a second.
God.
Thank God, Holy Reaper, for the $20. Very generous. I appreciate tips to the bartender. They help us keep the bar open. And he says, my usual, a double of 4 roses, barkeep. And keep the change. Well, that's a hell of a lot of change, because this is 1942, and a double only costs like 78 cents, so thank you.
Oh, Jesus. This is getting weirder.
Well, he promised to include all of the lore, so I
don't even know if it's lore, and I don't know what's lore and what's him just taking the piss. Because the next part of that sentence is, instead of his crippling need for furry food or inflation fetishes.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately for Polly, the crafty bar took the deed for the bar. Now Bar and Polly sit around and talk and drink with the occasional guest. Bar with the juice boxes and Polly with its variety of alcohol have fun in the bar.
Well, you know what? I am currently drinking bourbon iced coffee, so the alcoholic part is right. And I'll thank you to leave my interest in Fuda girls alone. But as for the fursona part, it's just a picture, man. My God. My God. God, that got weird fast. Thank you, Evolved Potato.
Yeah.
He included everything
it did, but it was great. Jesus Christ.
Just scrolling through chat to see who the fine people are that showed up. Expo Hotep was the first one, and pointed out right away that I had screwed up AM PM, which I absolutely did. And Frank Leo's here, and Della Hayes, and Gamer Valine, really quick. Hey, Gamer Valine. Purple Pill's Perspective, and of course Evolved Potato, our resident lore chroniclist. Thanks for that. Mike Bartlett's here, and Richo, and Becca. What's up, Becca? Unholy Reaper, of course, and Pete, yeah. Bastard, you, how you doing? And oh yeah, Gokato's here. Hey, what's up, Gokato? And look at every Eagles here. Fuck, everyone showed up. You guys are awesome.
Everybody.
Yeah. I always imagine that if we and LG's here too. Yeah, I'm sure I missed a few people just scrolling real fast. But hello, come on in, grab a seat. Watch out, one of the stools is on fire.
That's Stoolie.
Yes. So I was looking for stories that we wanted to talk about. Sitting around, drinking, relaxing, fun time. I do call it a chill stream because that it's supposed to be. It's tough to be chill in June of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
especially this humidity.
Right? I mean, it's rained 4 separate times today, and the humidity hasn't come down from 100% yet. Where I'm at, it's good God.
It just made it hotter.
Yeah. And Gilcato's in chat on both his accounts for some reason. Okay, that's cool. But hold on, let me share this with you guys so you can see what's going on. I'll bring chat in on it. There we go. Share over there. So.
Great.
I know, right? Isn't that great?
Fucking
news?
Great. Thanks, Polly.
Yeah. So in case you thought things were bad,
again.
they're worse. Alternate reading of the Mayan calendar suggests the end of the world is next week.
They do this every 4 goddamn years.
I mean, that Mayan calendar has predicted so many end dates, you think that they were a 19th century pastor. You know, like the 19th century or like some small town pastor was always predicting the end of the world by adding up dates in the Bible or some shit. Like, that's what this Mayan calendar, man.
Just let it go. just because it ends at that date. Like, does it actually say, like, on the calendar itself, oh, this is the end of times? I'm willing to bet that they just stopped making the calendar at that specific point. Thought they were going to continue it.
Right.
And then it just never got around to it. No for whatever fucking reason. Because, honestly...
Oh, hey, Manic's here. Hey, Manic. What bugs me about this? Well, let's just go ahead and read this article. I want to see if it references 2012, the last time that it was supposed to end the world. And
You know it is. You know it is.
All right, here we go. If you thought, oh, and by the way, where is it? Unholy Reaper says, please no riot shit tonight. Don't you worry. This is a respite. We are not going to be talking riot shit and every other goddamn... No. This is a...
Yeah, don't worry about that. Like,
yeah. It's on purpose. This is a chill stream. We can talk politics some other night on many other streams, etc., etc. There's lots of other streams talking about it, and you can go read fake news entertainment sites for that bullshit. We're not going to be doing it.
Exactly, bro. It has gotten worse and stressed out on the brain, man. Yesterday, I was watching old school, well, not yesterday, but Friday, and both the days, man. My mind is fucking right now. I'm still waking up. But it's like, yeah, I was watching old school videos that I grew up on and things like that. Now I'm at the point where I can actually, listen to the lyrics, and I'm just like, hold the hell up. How the hell did I not see that?
Yeah. If you thought COVID-19, civil unrest, locusts, volcanic eruptions, and hurricanes signaled Armageddon, you might be right. The reading of the Mayan calendar was wrong, according to a conspiracy theory on Twitter. While the world didn't end on December 21st...
You're citing Twitter. The source is fucking Twitter.
It's the New York Post.
What do you expect? Grandma told us we were living in our last days.
It wasn't fucking that.
A new reading on Twitter. Well, the world didn't end on December 21st, 2012. Spoilers, as originally prophesized by calendar readers. Mayan's Doomsday is sometime this week or next. Holy shit, everybody drink up. We got a little time left.
Hold your loved ones.
Following the Julian calendar.
Hold on, you love them. You may not be able to do that.
Following the Julian calendar, we are technically in 2012. The number of days lost in a year due to the shift in the Gregorian calendar is 11 days. For 268 years using the Gregorian calendar from 1752 until 2020, times 11 days, blah, 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 their math. Scientist Palalo Foreign tweeted last week, according to The Sun. Oh, The Sun, like from the UK Sun? Well, they're a solid source of information, let me tell you. The series of tweets has since been deleted.
I wonder why.
They got it from the Babylon Bee.
If Foreign is correct, adding up all the missed days and the Mayans' Doomsday date is this week. In 2012, Doomsday theorists were convinced the world was ending on December 31st, and hordes of believers flocked to Mayan sites in Mexico and Guatemala, only to be left disappointed, and still alive, incidentally, due to the lack of sanitation at the ancient Mayan pyramids. And that's the whole story. Okay, you know what's going to happen? The same thing that happened before. It's like the world didn't end, like in the sense of it exploded or we all died or whatever. They reinterpret it and go, well, it doesn't mean the end of the world. It means the end of an age. And if you look at after 2012, everything really did change, so it wasn't wrong. And that'll happen again. Palalo, whoever the hell, will just come out and say, well, I meant look at all of the things going on in the world. Obviously, we're living in a different time. See, the world really did end, etc.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they need to use their fucking calendar, you know?
Right.
They'll find a way.
So
the Mayans will be right, damn it.
So this is just a boring day, and they're like, okay, what can we do? What can we write on? Look, what's going on Twitter right here? All right, this looks interesting.
Exactly. That is the New York Post. Have you read page 6 of the New York Post, like their celebrity gossip page?
Oh man.
It's what is Meghan Markle up to today? Let's write a story. There, not a week goes by where there isn't 2 or 3 stories about Meghan Markle. This week I saw them. Don't worry, we won't be going over them. It's how she felt her first racist pushback from the royal family only 4 days after the wedding. Let me tell you something about Meghan Markle. Well, let me tell you two things about Meghan Markle. One, I don't really think you should know what royalty's titties look like, and I know what Meghan Markle's titties look like because she tweeted them out. Or, well, IG'd them out. I don't want to know what a duchess's titties look like. It kind of ruins the whole point of royalness, if you ask me.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of the way I see it. I mean, I like titties, but...
Yeah, be like Princess Di, man. Shit, you don't see no, I'm saying, you know, you don't see no controversial photos of her out there.
There's a good point. Nobody knows, except for certain people, what Lady Di's tits look like, and there's a reason for that.
And that lady was hot, man.
and what's her name too? With the last, oh shit, what's her name? I don't follow the royal business there.
I don't fucking know either.
You're an Aussie. What is it? What's her name? The last one.
I don't know. I really don't know. I could give zero shits about the royal family. They fucked up my 15th birthday. Fuck off.
She's got a really English name. It's like Fiona Cringebottom. What's her name?
Fiona Cringebottom. Good enough for me.
Someone in chat's gonna know. Help us out here. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking.
Kate.
It is Kate. Kate.
Kate Middleton.
Yes. Okay. I don't know what her titties look like, and that's a good thing. Like she's a mother and so on and so forth. Let me tell you something's gonna happen. So that was one, the titties thing. Two, with Meghan Markle, that woman is obsessed with promoting herself. She is going to come up with a book accusing everybody and anybody of being a racist. Watch. This is, I mean, that's going to be her thing, because what else is there for her to talk about? It's like, I married into the royal family and everyone was a racist and treated me so bad. And it's like, maybe it happened, maybe it didn't, but you know that's what the claim's going to be. And Mike Parlette's like, Middleton, you boomer. Why am I a boomer for not knowing that?
That's everybody. That's everybody's scream today, you know. Yeah, everything is racist.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to a little bit more fun of the story. By fun, I like air quotes.
It's Porn Star Week.
It's Porn Star Week?
I don't know. I just said something.
Toxic toads invading South Florida. They can kill pets.
What are they, cane toads?
I don't know. But I mean, this kind of fits in with the whole Armageddon thing, right? Locusts and frogs, right? You know, these are poison toads. Let's find out whether they're what's going on. And of course it's Florida, right? Jesus.
Mm-hmm. There's always a plague going on down there.
Don't toady up to these critters because they can kill your dog or cat in 15 minutes flat.
If they're trying to eat them.
Right? Maybe that's the whole thing. Florida officials are telling residents to kill the poisonous cane toad. There you go. Whenever they see one.
Yes, toad.
Because it secretes a milky white toxin that is fatal to house pets. They're like actually saying just fucking whack them out when you see them? Really? Okay.
That's usually what they tell people to do. At least over here. Like, yeah, just get rid of them. Because they're a fucking pest.
How big are these toads?
That's a good question. Like, if someone was holding it or holding a ruler up to it, I guess you wouldn't want to hold it. But
yeah,
I think they're decently sized, from what I remember.
The warty amphibian, also called a bufo toad, produces the substance on its back when provoked. Cane frogs, which breed after periods of rain, are invading backyards across South Florida, according to the state wildlife officials. Toad Busters is one company that specializes in getting rid of the nasty creatures.
Oh, God.
Can you imagine that's your job? That's your big startup, your foray into entrepreneurialism? I kill frogs.
If there's something crooked in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Toad Busters. Ribbit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you want to go with that. Ray Parker Jr. got his ass sued for using that melody. I don't think anyone else wants to go down that same path. Who was the guy who sued him? It was Huey Lewis, right? Yeah, yeah. Huey Lewis sued Ray Parker Jr. because it's like the exact same melody as one of his songs. The Ghostbusters theme. Anyway, not that I would know anything about that. Constantly getting hit up with copyright claims on this channel. That music you hear is completely original. Let me tell you something about the copyright claims I get hit by. Anybody who plays a saxophone or a trumpet thinks that they've got a claim on my videos. So if you're seeing ads before Noir Bar, it's because there's somebody out there that plays a trumpet that swears the music that I'm playing in the background that absolutely came from a royalty-free site. I swear to you, that's me playing that trumpet. Anyway, I gotta get more like AP. You ever watch AP show? Bloodstream?
Oh, yeah.
He plays all of this fucking, like, outright copyrighted music. Like, hits from the 80s and shit, all instrumentals. And I asked him one time in chat, like, do you just not give a fuck? And he's like, no, I just don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Oh, you don't care. Like I said, they didn't monetize them anyway, so it's like, fuck it.
Right, yeah. And he's like, I got 100 more channels. If they take down the channel because of a copyright strike, I'll just go stream on another channel. It's like, that's an interesting way to be, you know? Just, fuck it, who cares? It bugs me to think that somebody's making money off of the very few views I get. It's like, it's a stupid pride thing with me or something. I don't know.
No, I get that. Like, I get annoyed with that as well. Just you're putting ads on a video that I put work in, and you're just making money off that. Fuck off.
Yeah, especially when you don't own the music. And really quick, thank you very much, Pete, for the donation. Very generous, man. Thank you very much. And you got the sexy lady pulling her dress up. Nice. Like I said.
Oh yeah, functional up in the chat right here talking about who you gonna call Nacho the Vidal. I'm like, what the hell? I just remember like like he's a porn star that got arrested in Spain after somebody died from what they call a toad venom ritual. So when you're talking about this right here, it kind of goes into the thing.
Toad venom ritual? I'm sorry, what?
Talking about Spanish porn star arrested after man dies doing mystical toad venom ritual. Like CNN, BBC, and Newsweek got an article on it. Like, what the hell? What are they doing? Licking frogs?
I
don't. That's like something Deadwing Dork should look into. I mean, licking frogs to get high. That's like, it's a really old joke, like smoking banana peels to get high.
Mm-hmm.
But there's people out there doing that shit. Okay. Pretty fucking strange. There was no message along with Pete's very generous donation. It's greatly appreciated. And Purple Pill Pete at the same time. Also with no message, but you get sexy Jessica Alba rolling around on a bed in her bra and panties, so that's a win, huh? Oh! If anyone from chat, Jessica Alba doing that, can somebody tell me what movie that's from? Like, anyone in chat, if you happen to know what movie that's from, Jessica Alba with the cigarette rolling around on the bed, because I want to get a better copy of that GIF. I want to go to the movie itself and cut it out. Because I pulled that from, I forget where. And I re-edited it to make it smoother, but it's way too fucking choppy, and they cropped it too much. I mean, I imported it into Photoshop and put the black and white and sepia tone tint on it. But, yeah, so anyway, if you know of a film where Jessica Alba's rolling around in her underwear on a bed, let me know. And no, it's not either of the Sin Cities. Let's see, the cane frogs, which breed after a period of rain, toadbusters, right? Okay, quote.
Yeah.
We had a lot last year, owner Janine Tilford told NBC5, which covers the Palm Beach area. We've seen even more this year. Symptoms of toad poisoning in pets include excessive drooling and extremely red gums, head shaking, crying, loss of coordination, and convulsions. Damn. The toxic toad, usually longer than 4 inches, can be killed with 20% benzocaine toothache gel or sunburn spray.
What?
So hit them with toothache gel or sunburn spray. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Unholy Reapers in chat, you know what I'd hit them with? Some, like, really, really high numbered birdshot. Like, no one's gonna know. And if you use a 410 gauge, it'll just sound like a... And that'll be it. It'll just be like a puff of green and they'll be gone. And just saying. Would you, if the frog was poisonous, would you want to go touching it? It says it excretes that
No.
fucking poison when it feels
Yeah, no,
threatened.
you don't touch it. Yeah, no, yeah, you don't touch those things with your bare hands. Cane Toad 101, don't touch it with your fucking bare hands. Holy fuck.
And well, I'm not chasing a fucking, like LG says, a shotgun. Exactly. I'm not chasing around a frog into my fucking bushes with a pair of big rubber gloves on, hoping to not get, it doesn't leap up and land on my fucking face and poison me. Fuck that. I'm just gonna shoot it. Like, God damn. That's classic varmint hunting, if you ask me.
What, is that landmines around the farm?
Well, that would be a little bit of overkill.
Explode some of those varmints?
You have to imagine that somewhere in Texas or Arizona, somebody's made varmint landmines. Like, small-scale landmines to explode. Whatever, rabbits are eating their crops or whatever. Got some tannerite and made their own landmines. I can see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Just there you go. Explode. Those vermin.
That would be. It'd be fun too, because you'd be sitting there at night having a drink, talking to your woman, and all of a sudden, poof! Out in the distance, like fuck it, got one. Have you ever been over to someone's house and they got one of those electric bug buzzers? You know the ones I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they giggle with delight and glee whenever they get a big one. I have a friend like that.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be sitting outside on his back porch, like whenever he has a cookout, because he's got a really nice backyard and a nice barbecue. He's got one of those barbecues that's like permanently installed in an outdoor kitchenette. You know the kind I'm talking about? Kind of jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the article right there in the side chat. Oh, if you want to check that out.
And there's Evolved Potato with another sexy Jessica Alba. I appreciate the tip, Evolved. Oh, yeah, and I also appreciate you putting all our links in chat. That's awesome. Thank you for the $5 tip. I think this GIF is from the movie Killer Inside Me. I will look into it. I'm going to go purchase that movie right after the stream. Don't pirate, kids.
Mm-hmm. Piracy is wrong.
It is.
You wouldn't download a pizza.
Aren't those commercials from, like, before you were born, Far?
No, I remember seeing those on DVDs all the time.
Really? You wouldn't download a pizza? Really?
No, well, they didn't say you wouldn't download a pizza, but it was like you wouldn't download a car.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the music as well, because the funniest part about those ads is the fact that the music that they used was fucking stolen.
I like how they did the pizza on. I like how they did the pizza on Back in the Future too, where you start out with like a little small one.
Oh yeah, they put
in the thing.
The rehydrating machine or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah. Open it up, and there's a big giant one waiting for you. Like, yay.
Yeah, if it tasted okay, I'd be down for that. I mean, I bought some frozen pizzas that tasted a little different than the cardboard box it came in, but.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the article from CNN. Spanish porn star arrested after man dies during mystical toad venom ritual.
Okay.
Yeah. Spanish porn star Nacho Vidal.
I've seen his work.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, let's call it that. So the man named Nacho Vidal is under investigation for manslaughter after a man died during a ceremony involving toad venom. I didn't know toads had venom. Like, when you excrete poison, is it still venom? I thought you had to have fangs. Yeah. Oh, there's Gilcado. Oh man, that's one of my very favorite gifts. Jessica Alba taking the slug out of the bottle of vodka. I cut that out of the movie myself. And thank you for the $10 tip. And he says, I'm enjoying Noir Bar along with a drink of Passoa, Brazilian passion fruit liqueur, 17% by volume with lemonade.
Nah.
And there's Manic right after with the same $10 tip, greatly appreciated. And of course, Manic and Pete, and it's always the Aussies. Never a message. Oh well, but you get sexy Jessica Alba too. So, I mean, that's a big win. And greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Manic. And thank you, Yokado. Okay, Vidal and 2 other individuals were arrested on May 29th, according to his lawyer, David Salvador. They were arrested on suspicion of manslaughter and following an 11-month investigation, according to a statement from Spain's law enforcement agency. They appeared before a judge on the same day. Can you imagine that?
Oh, jeez.
You imagine being that guy's defense attorney? My public fornicating client did not lick the toad, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we must first define toad licking. What does it mean to lick the toad?
And he's a porn star. I'm just gonna leave all of the jokes alone. Chat can make up their own jokes. It's fine. All 3 were released provisionally, and investigations continue, according to the spokesman. Police have not named the man who died. The names of the other 2 people, a man and a woman, who were arrested along with Vidal, have not been made public. Oh, look at that mean little bastard. Look at that thing.
Jesus.
I got to tell you to lick me.
It's got like Jabba the Hutt looking legs back here. It's just, ugh.
I just want to know, like, what is the mindset you have to look at that toad and be like, yes, I will lick this.
Yeah, look at that thing, man. It doesn't even look real. It looks kind of like it's made out of ceramic or something.
Yeah, it's...
And it's the same one, the Bufo toad. Salvador told CNN the death was a tragic accident and that his client was not responsible. He said the person who died had used the toad venom before and had wanted to experience it again. The individual attended the ritual organized by Vidal and 2 other people. Police said the incident took place in July of 2019 in the town of Foren, near Foren, in eastern Spain. The person died during they called a mystical ritual involving the inhalation of venomous vapors from the Bufo toad.
So they
didn't even look it.
So they're snorting the milky white poison this thing excretes?
That's what I'm wondering.
The vapors.
The vapors. So they what? So they like what? They breathe and they like firing this up and then. So they smoking this shit.
Yeah. What?
Is it like huffing?
Like,
are they putting the frog in a bag, shaking it up, and then trying to and huffing out the bag?
Are they like?
I don't get this at all.
Harvesting like the secretions and like boiling it and then getting vapors from that. Like
that's what I think they're doing. Like they squeezing the venom out and then they firing it up, kind of like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thank you, Unholy Reaper, for the $10 tip. I use a hornet's nest to deal with the frogs. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, check out Discord. All right, I will. I mean, I've seen people on YouTube use a shotgun to take out a hornet's nest, but I have no idea what a hornet's nest is, so I'm curious. Unholy Reaper knows a lot about firearms, so I'm very curious. Find out in a minute. Yeah, the mystical ritual involving inhalation of venomous vapors. Also known as the Colorado River toad or the Sonoran Desert toad, the amphibian releases venom called 5-MeO-DMT. Oh shit!
Is it 5G?
But it is DMT. Somebody locked down Joe Rogan, man. The guy's gonna be licking frogs in a hot second.
Damn.
Which is known to have hallucinogenic effects, according to the Addiction Center website. That was Gil Cotto. It's a psychoactive, psychedelic, etc. The toads grow to 18 centimeters or more, making them one of the largest native toads in North America, according to the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum. The species is found in blah, 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 blah. They said they arrested those who carried out rituals on a regular basis for therapeutic and medicinal purposes. Law enforcement agencies said the practice posed a serious health risk, but the dangers were masked by, quote, what looked like an inoffensive ancestral ritual. Whose ancestors?
Yeah,
the frogs?
The smoking poison.
Yeah. However, Salvador denied that his client took part in regular rituals. He said Vidal had some friends who knew how it worked and had taken it a few times. He's an innocent public fornicator for money. But I added that last part in. Vidal, age 46, has appeared in at least 10,000 scenes.
Yo.
God damn, sewer dick Vidal. Holy shit.
A lot of them include Belladonna, who now has herpes.
Really? Man, in a porn career spanning 26 years, according to his website. 10,000 scenes, you filthy fuck. And we're supposed to believe, I didn't get involved in some weird toad ritual, though. Oh, no, you're upstanding man like yourself. It's...
Yeah.
If you see what this guy does, you'd be like, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Frankly says they vaped the toad. Yeah, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do not boof the Bufo toad, Purple Bill says. I just... You know what I don't get, actually? Get this picture back up. What are they showing a picture of them getting venom from a snake for? Oh, it's on this article. Related article. Mm-hmm. Snake venom can now be made in a lab that can save many lives. All right. I'm like, were you just so desperate for a picture of something in a lab happening? I mean, CNN, I wouldn't put... Mm-hmm. So, what... Do we want to go on to some funny stories, or do we want to go on to some what? I got a funny how-to. I got a fun Wikihow.
Oh boy, we haven't done Wikihows for a while.
Hey, let's do this story really. Cheap, morbid laugh in the face of what's actually really not a fun. Wait for this motherfucker to load. No. Funeral meal leaves at least 9 dead. Dozens sick in Peru.
What?
This isn't actually funny, but the very unfortunate coincidence is just... Here we go. At least 9 people have died and dozens more became ill after eating contaminated food at the funeral in the Peruvian Andes. They went to a funeral and ended up dying.
Man.
I was about to say, like, did the person who died want to take everyone down with him?
I mean, that is so many people, though. 9 have died at a minimum, and dozens more are sick. What the fuck did you feed them?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what did they eat?
I didn't read the story. It was just such a tragic headline that I was like, let's find out what happened here. So let's find out what happened.
Yeah, I want to see what the fuck happened here.
Health officials said that a total of 50 people were affected, and 20 of those were hospitalized with stomach pains and vomiting after the wake the previous day in the Achachuo region in south central Peru. Regional Health Director Tinko told the local radio station that the victims reported eating a meat dish and consuming a drink of fermented corn called chica. The food appeared to have been excellent. I can't talk, man. The drinks are really adding up. I'm like 6 shots.
The food appeared to have contained what the fuck? A family of chemicals used in pesticides.
Yeah, organophosphates.
Yeah, I could, like, it's all blurring together in the way I'm seeing it. But
prosecutors have taken samples of the food and beverages at the funeral for testing. The Attorney General office said in a statement. But I mean, come on, man! Like that's not an air or a natural born bacteria that just grew on the food because you didn't practice proper sanitary refrigeration. I mean, your food had fucking pesticides in it, man.
No one, like, and how much pesticide does it take for people to fucking die from it? Like,
it had to be a lot. You know what I'm saying? They had to like sprinkle that stuff on the.
Yeah, like, do you think they season their meat with pesticide?
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
look at this.
Holy fuck!
There have been two. Oh, hold on, let me scroll down a little bit for like other like bits of the story. Pessa, the person who's talking, said there have been 2 incidents of organophosphate poisoning in the same region in recent months. In 2013, 23 Indian school children died after eating food contaminated with the pesticide mono something or other, a substance that belongs to the organophosphate family. What the fuck?
Are they not washing their food? They just picking it off and just.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that. But I mean, is there that much fucking pesticide laying on the outside of fresh fruits and vegetables that it will fucking kill you?
Yeah.
There shouldn't be. Like, I mean, yeah, you're supposed to, like, I don't know, do like a little wash off of them when you get them, but even if you don't do that, there's not really enough on there to really make you that sick.
So
Or
somebody
there
is lacing.
shouldn't be.
Somebody is lacing this food, then.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, okay, you can crack the joke that he wanted to take as many people with them. Well, it seems like somebody fucking did. It seems like there was an intent here. If there's enough to kill a minimum of 9 people and a few dozen others are seriously ill, many of them hospitalized, that doesn't seem like somebody went like with an atomizer too close to the apple pie. You know what I mean? Fuck.
Yeah. I actually want to look like, okay, how much organophosphate would it take? But it's like, nah, I better not Google that right there because it'd be like, what are you thinking? Like, hold on, this is research.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but it's like, how much would it take? Excuse me. Like I said, it had been like a lace thing right there because it just, even if you like just picked it off and just shoved it in your mouth right there, it shouldn't be enough to kill you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How much would you need? Like, I mean, we've all seen spraying of crops at some point or another. That can't be enough, even after multiple treatments over weeks and weeks for pesticide purposes, for it to actually fucking kill you. Otherwise, you'd need to wash all your fruits and vegetables off, and they would know this. Do you see what I mean? Like, this can't be the first time, right? God, I mean, and at a funeral, that's just the worst fucking thing, man. That's such a terrible coincidence. I mean,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, let me show you guys something that I noticed when I was. You guys hear me carry on about news entertainers and stuff. I'm not gonna harp on this point because it's supposed to be a fun stream, but this is NBCnews.com, and look at their headlines along the top here, guys. George Floyd, coronavirus, politics, opinion, U.S. news, business. You fucking vultures. George Floyd, coronavirus are your 2 lead tabs. And it's like, oh, I get it. Those are the big stories. You make them big stories. You're not waiting to pick the bones clean. You're causing the things for the bodies to drop so you can pick the bones clean.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, all this craziness that's going on right now, it is because of the media.
I mean, to me, that just says so much. Like, it's... anyway.
They control the narrative?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, this is the most morbid kind of news entertainment going on. And I mean, whether it's NBC, like, here is a case, or Fox, or CNN, or MSNBC, I mean, like I said, they've got more in common with a drama movie than they have in common with journalism. Now, maybe we should go for something actually fun. That, you know, buff.
Yeah, cause man.
Yeah.
Eating food after seeing a loved one pass away, and all of a sudden I'm coming to join you.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if this is gonna work because I'm gonna kind of have to play a video. It doesn't matter if the audio works. I hate pop-up videos, chat. You have no idea. You ever been listening to a stream and someone will open an article to read it or open something just to check it out on the internet, and then all of a sudden you start hearing like the video start blasting out over their desktop audio? I fucking hate it.
Yep.
Plus, I'm running with a fucking potato, so it always makes it worse because it slows everything down. There we go. Oh. No.
What?
Mm.
I'm sorry. What the fuck is that title?
Let's see if I can pause the video. Okay, there we go. So here's the title. Fermented rotting shark creates a stink at Sweden's disgusting food museum. So let's take a look at this video as it's playing. Mongolian sheep eyeball juice. That's a thing.
Oh God.
I love that Sweden has a disgusting food museum.
And they're complaining about a stink from something rotten.
I mean, sheep eye, and like that really is a sheep's eye. I don't know if you guys are like yeah, that's the way they're.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it too much, to be honest.
But that's the way sheep's eyes look. That's the way their pupils are shaped.
I know. I'm trying not to think. It's like there's just a straight up eyeball floating in a fucking. Oh God.
By the way,
expecting that thing to pop up out of there and create some kind of toxic, crusader.
Well, remember, Far, I said there was
Is
an
this what
article.
they're drinking in Peru?
Well, yeah, and then when you get to the bottom, it's like the cherry on top of a sundae. It's the special treat, But Far, remember when I said before we went live that I had an article? It was just for you. This is it.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, hold on. We haven't gotten to the good part yet. Okay, so.
Oh no, Polly.
I say a sheep eye milkshake.
Was it going to start playing again or not? There we go. Yeah. Among the disgusting food is the delicacy whatever. It's fermented rotting shark. Oh shit! See, it skipped ahead. We missed one of them. We have to make it go back now. You can't miss the mice wine.
I'm sorry. The fuck did you just say?
The mice wine.
The what?
I wish I was making that up. See, it's just playing and not like... See, this is what happens when you have a potato, guys. Okay, there. So we're back to the beginning. Let's see if we can have it play again. Please give generously to my potato phone. Here's looking at you, kid. Ha ha ha.
Ah, great.
Come on. Stupid. There! They have a Vegemite!
Yeah.
They have a Vegemite display at the disgusting food museum.
I feel insulted.
That's why this was for you, Far.
I feel deeply insulted.
Next to the mice wine and the eyeball drink is
you
Vegemite.
Fuck. Vegemite is nothing compared to the other disgusting shit you fuck seem to have in it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Sweden, the fuck is wrong with you? God damn it.
That's to wash down all that heartburn.
Vegemite is not the same as a fucking mouse wine.
Look at his smiling shit-posting Swedish face back here.
I want to fucking slap the shit out of slap that smile right off his fucking face. Fuck you.
He's like, here's looking at you, Far.
they have cans of fermented, rotted shark meat and the mice wine and Vegemite.
Is this where a Surströmming come from?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know if it's specifically Sweden, but yeah, like Surströmming, like the canned fish that ferments over time and is one of the smelliest foods, etc. Yeah, I'd like to try Surströmming. I mean, I guess it's going to be really bad, but how bad could it really be? I mean,
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of seafood, but
there it is. There's the mice wine.
It's like, that looks.
About
and I'm saying, and they're on the bottom just.
And that's Chinese. Of course, it's Chinese.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read the little card here. It says, "Baby mice drowned in sweetened rice wine. The mice can be only a few days old, as they have been timid and hairless. Yeah, and they just let them down at the bottom.
Like,
so it's baby mice wine.
Yeah. So she's the.
What is it with the Chinese and making shit involving babies of any species?
See, if this
mouth sake.
If this woman here looking at the baby mice wine were to just tilt her head back, you'd see right beside it is the Vegemite display.
I would never drink sake again.
I don't understand how Vegemite can be seen on this.
God.
See, Far, when I'm looking for articles, when I'm looking for stuff to talk about in Noir Bar, I don't forget about you. I was like, oh, Far will like this. This is poor Manicus. Why, Polly? Why? I don't even understand why you would do this at all. Why this would even occur to you to be an idea. Like what? How did this come about? Like, I understand the history of aged spirits like whiskeys and bourbons and stuff. You're storing them in oak barrels because oak is readily available wood. You make wooden barrels out of it, and you store your white lightning, your clear distillate to get liquored off of it. And you find out when you leave it in there over time, it starts to age. And it ends up, it actually tastes really good when it's aged in wood. Maybe we should do this purposefully. How the hell did this happen?
Yeah, somebody said, let's just see how disgusting we can get. Like, oh, that's what you got, man. I can do better than that, man. Look at this.
Yeah.
Mouse looker.
And what kills me is that you have to watch the video. There is no article to accompany it, like all the disgusting stuff that they have in there. But I don't know. We saw the eyeballs, and we saw the mice, and we saw the Vegemite, of course.
Yeah, we ain't seen the shark meat yet.
That's like, no, the little can. Jump ahead. I wish I could play the video, but you guys see how choppy it gets. What?
All right, I'm back. Great.
Oh, hey, Fart.
Hello.
Oh, dang.
Was that a frog or a car?
Frog car. You don't know. You never know.
Hey, they back-to-back racing.
What are those, the motorcycle frogs?
Yeah, motorbike frogs.
Motorbike frogs. If you guys, the Aussies in the audience will know about them, I'm assuming, but, I had never heard of a motorbike frog. Yeah, you gotta hear these things in their croak. They legitimately sound like a motorbike engine revving. It's nuts. You should look them up on YouTube. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and they used to be right outside my fucking window. It was great. Really.
Oh, now they're going after the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, you can eat turtles there. A dry turtle soup, which basically just means turtles, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't know. What?
Roasted guinea pig? Ugh.
You sick fucks.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Hey, why is this? Hold on, look at this chat. What's up with that display?
Yeah, what?
They've got two guinea pigs, one of them in a little dress, and they're looking at a roasted guinea pig. Why is that your display?
Cannibalism.
That's just fucking weird.
Wild.
They're like, well, if we're gonna survive, man, shit, one of us gotta go.
This is kind of like Disney and cartoony because it's the man and wife guinea pigs, and they're like, this could be us. I don't know. It's a little sick, guys.
What the hell is?
What are we?
What the hell is that?
Is that the cheese that's infested with maggots?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I've seen this before on a documentary.
It's a very particular kind of cheese that only gets its flavor. Was it Spanish or French? I forget. Yeah, it has to be infested with maggots because they leave a certain taste behind.
Oh no!
Yeah, can you see them in there, Far? You see the maggots?
I don't want to see. I don't want to. No.
Okay, I found it. the maggot cheese. Like it's called what? That's a hard name to say. Kazu Marzu or something like that. It's from. Ooh, God. Ooh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, on Holy Reaper, it's like somebody downed a bottle of sake, like of rice wine, and then found a mouse at the bottom, and then realized, oh, that mouse had been in there the whole time, and realized, hey, that tasted kind of good. Why don't I put a whole bunch of mice in a bottle of rice wine on purpose? And mice wine is born. Yuck. Yeah, and I'm not eating the maggot cheese either, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not drinking the mouse wine, not eating the maggot cheese. Fuck off.
I won't eat the bugs. It's
yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
So it's basically, like I said, it's cheese made from sheep's milk. It's like the country of origin is Italy, France, Sardinia, southern Corsica, whatever the thing is.
Yeah. Ew,
oh
Jesus.
God.
Oh my God.
What?
What are we looking at here, chat? What is that? It looks like beans that have had.
It looks like beans
that have had a growth on them of some sort. Ugh.
Is these people?
Why don't we just leave this article alone? How about that?
Yeah,
No, I'm interested. Like, how far do they go?
Well, hold on. What were the things that you ate, Pat, in your video, just trying to trigger all of your audience?
Oh man,
you had.
You're talking about the pig feet and the
pig's feet. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the pickles, pig feet, the pig eggs, I think I had some chitlins in there, some like
oh yeah, the chitlins, yeah.
Some like some teriyaki Vienna sausages.
See, right. See, and because I remember watching it thinking, not all those are gross. And the Vienna sausages, no, those are fine. I like them. And chitlins, I like chitlins.
Oh man, I will tear some chitlins up.
Like cooked right. They're so tender. Like they're really, really good. It's surprisingly so. But I can't get with you on the pickled pig's feet. That's all you, man.
Oh man, pickled pig feet. Oh my God, I grew up on that, right? They don't. I'm saying they don't sell them how they used to, man. Like
I forget. If anyone wants to look that up, Pat, it's like Messing With My Online Fam, I think was the name of that video.
Yeah.
Yeah. How I remember that, I don't know, because that was from like, what, 2 years ago or more?
Mm-hmm. Like you'll see, man. I was getting down on that thing too, man. I mean, it was pickled real good. It was red, like.
That's right. And Pat's like getting like right up in the camera, going, "Here, watch while I eat this." And it's just.
But it's preserved. It's not rotted like all this stuff right here. Like God, look at the guy right here. Like, he just enjoys this.
Oh yeah. He just gets a kick out of fucking with people. I'm trying to find out what. Because Evolved Potato asks, "Are those testicles?" And I'm like poking around. I'm really hoping that those aren't like.
No, I think they are beans.
I don't know. What are the stringy things in and around them?
I'm not sure, but I don't think they're testicles. I think they are beans.
Waiting for a description to come.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I have heard of these before.
Yeah, they're Japanese natto, made from soybeans fermented with bacteria. They may be stinky, sticky, and slimy, but it's packed full of nutrients. And a weird webbing of
So I'm guessing that's like the slime part of it.
Ugh. Man, like I'm all for like sticky rice. You know what I mean? But I don't want sticky beans, man.
Like,
thank you for the $5 tip of all potato, or excuse me, $8 tip of all potato. Oh, you got the sexy kiss from Marilyn Monroe. No one ever hits that one. Polly, Google suicide.
I love Marilyn.
Oh yeah. Polly, Google suicide plant and stonefish. just giving you more reasons not to come to Australia. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I saw you saying that in chat. Oh, potato. About the stonefish. Fart, what is a stonefish?
You step in it, you die.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that really spiny, poisonous fish?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looks like a rock.
Yeah, I know the one. And it hangs out amongst rocks so it looks like them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why do people joke about drop bears when there's actually a whole bunch of things that legit will fucking kill you? Fish that look like stones, for example.
I don't know. I think the drop bear one's really a lot more funnier because you can be a lot more creative with that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And yet people fucking believe it.
Well, can you blame them?
Yes and no. I mean, but it's like, come on. It's a known thing nowadays for a lot of people that drop bears aren't completely real, and yet you still have instances of, like, people fully believing it. It's quite... Come on.
Yeah, Gamer Valine says Google balut. Oh, I know balut. If you haven't Googled it already, if you haven't seen a video on it,
Isn't that the virgin boy eggs?
No, that's bird embryos inside the eggs, like fertilized eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about this yet, Far?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just... What, you don't find that gross? You'd eat a fucking embryo bird?
No.
Neither would I.
Oh god, no. That's disgusting.
I've seen people open them up, like, to eat them, and it's basically a fully formed bird, feathers and all. It's just... And I'm like, you're gonna eat that? Oh, fuck no. Fuck no.
I saw this one video where it's like, I think it was like this Asian lady, and she found like a bird's nest though. She like found out, she was doing something, she found like a bird's nest with like little like baby eggs. I don't know if they were alive with the things like that. And they just like, oh yeah, and just popped them in their damn mouth. Like, really?
You know, this is how you end up with the Wuhan wet markets, for God's sake. I know they get into this whole thing where it's like, well, you have to understand culturally, and you eat a lot of sick stuff too, and it's like, no, I don't buy it. Not like that.
No.
Yep.
No, I mean, okay, yeah, I eat pork skin. That's pork crackling, whatever the fuck you call it. I don't think that's gross. There's plenty of people out there that do. That's not the same thing though as a baby bird egg.
Yeah, either have it as an egg or have it as a fully grown bird. Don't go like halfway. You know what I mean? Like
chitlins. I find chitlins kind of a disgusting concept, but you do you. Still not the same thing. Because at least you're cleaning it out properly.
Yeah.
Like the pig's feet. I also find that pretty gross. But again, the same thing. They're probably being cleaned.
It's cleaned and it's properly cooked. This stuff right here.
This is not the same thing. This is just weird for the sake of being fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then claiming like, this is my culture, yo.
Yeah, this just find it as it is and just take it to the head.
See, this is my culture, yeah. Well, the virgin boy eggs has got to be the peak pinnacle, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Virgin boy eggs.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know,
boy eggs.
Yeah, virgin boy piss eggs. You're hard boiling eggs and then allowing them to ferment in urine. And the most sought after ones are the ones that are fermented in the urine of young boys who have a certain bacterial infection. They have an infection, for Christ's sake. They have a urinary tract infection. So, and one of the conditions, or whatever you want to call it, of having that bacterial infection is that your urine smells quite sweet. And so those are the sought after eggs. You know, they will find these boys, collect a whole bunch of their urine, and soak these hard boiled eggs in them, and virgin boy eggs, and they're expensive as fuck and super ultra delicacy in this weirdo region of China, because of course it's China.
Yeah. It's China. I should have known.
Yeah, it's always China. Or somewhere in that region.
You know, Richard Head brings up chicken feet. I tried chicken feet at for dim sum one time, and they weren't bad. There just wasn't much there. It's like oxtail. It's not bad. There just isn't much there. You know.
What just happened to like vinegar? Like that, like damn man. Like I've had pickled eggs before, but that's for oh my god.
I love how I start talking about chicken feet and Pat hasn't left the virgin boy eggs alone. It's
I'm saying like
he's just hung up like, wait a minute, what?
No, I understand. I get it. The first person to ever tell me about it was Inquisitor. And I was like, oh, fuck, 2+ years ago, we were talking in Discord one day. Have you ever heard of this thing, Polly? I'm like, what?
Yeah, oh, God, right?
Yeah.
I think I remember that. Yeah, it was like...
I think
everyone was kind of like, what the fuck are you on about? And yeah, the virgin boy with his eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I never did the chicken feet. Did the chicken legs, the chicken thighs, the chicken breasts, and all that right there. But I've never ate the feet.
I got nothing. I mean, when it comes to, a lot of people are disgusted when I talk about any kind of organ meat in terms of eating it. And that blows my mind, because you'll eat all the muscle tissue, but you won't eat any of it. So, like, that's when chitlins come up. That's when heart comes up. If you have ever had venison, the deer heart is a fucking delicacy. It's so good.
Man, it is.
Like every Thanksgiving, I'm waiting for that heart. Like that's the treat from the turkey. Is I love the giblets. I love the heart. I love it's a different texture of meat. There's no problem with it. But I'll tell you where I draw the line. I will no brains, no balls.
Well, I said that's my uncles and everything. They love the hell out of pig testicles.
Oh,
they eat that shit like it's popcorn.
Can't do it. Can't do it,
it's popcorn chicken or something right there. Yeah, ooh. They will.
No, I do not want to eat brains. I don't care if it's sheep brain, monkey brain, any brains. No, just no.
No brain.
No brain and no balls. I don't care if it's what are prairie oysters like bull balls? No. Don't want any part of it. Ball Potato asks, am I on top, chat? Yes, I am. And I'm also guessing that I'm really far behind in chat. The longer I stream, the further behind my popped out chat is. I remember last comic book curation, it was like 45 minutes behind where people were actually at. Switch to live chat.
Wow.
Yeah. All you need says, have you ever had rock tongue? I don't know what PROC tongue is. I've had tongue. I've had cow tongue. But I've never. I don't know what you mean by PROC talked. There, live chat. Speaking of weird things that people eat. Oh shit! I have to share the screen with you guys again. Set that screen. California woman dreamed about eating engagement ring, woke up to find out she really did.
Okay. Okay.
Look, is it just me? Or did this, like, California, SoCal, famous wannabe woman just tell this story just so she could have her picture up? That's what I'm seeing here.
Oh, God.
This is over at NBC News. I came across this when I was looking at that dozens poisoned at funeral story. See, I love this quote from her. I popped that sucker off, put it in my mouth, and swallowed it with a glass of water. Jenna Evans wrote on a Facebook post about the ordeal. An ordeal? Come on. You swallowed your fucking engagement ring and then shat it out. Is that really an ordeal? It's a stupid story. Let's see what happened.
How about she did this in her sleep? No.
On Tuesday,
No.
Evans was on a high-speed train that was racing down the tracks, her fiancé by her side, when some, quote, bad guys appeared, she said. There was only one way to protect her 2.4-carat diamond engagement ring: swallow it. So that's what Evans did. This is her dream. I popped that sucker off, put it in my mouth, and swallowed it with a glass of water, Evans said in her Facebook post. Then she woke up. Evans was relieved on Wednesday morning that the whole episode had just been a vivid, bizarre dream. That's what she told Today. She went on to the Today Show to say this. It was very James Bond. That is until she realized her engagement ring was no longer on her finger. Evans, who has a history of sleepwalking. So do I. I don't go on the Today Show to talk about it. I just wake up to find out I half cooked a meal and then went back to bed. Anyway. Far's heard these stories.
Yeah, man. I just, whenever you tell me these stories, I just thank Christ that I didn't inherit that kind, the sleepwalking thing from my dad. Like,
I've never woken up outside. That's my big fear, is that I'm going to go get in my car. But it hasn't happened yet. It usually releases food. I think I just wake up and just wander over. Remember the time I told you I woke up and there was like 6 glasses of water, all of them half drank? Like out on my back porch with like, I went out there and I guess I just repeatedly got glass after glass of water and went out there and smoked because my pack of cigarettes and a lighter was out there and there was like 7 or 8 cigarette butts in the ashtray. I just went out there and apparently drank water and smoked asleep. I got no explanation, guys. Anyway, do you guys? Oh, there's the ring. I was just about to say I don't see the ring.
Mm-hmm.
There it is, right there. Okay, I didn't see it until like. Thank you, Evolved Potato, for posting all of our links. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. Evolved Potato, in addition to posting all of our links, like my Streamlabs, also posted a link to Far's merch shop. Buy her shit. Go check out her stuff. There's lots of great shit over there. And then the link to your boy Pat's channel. By all means, check that out. Great content going on.
Yeah.
Which one is it that he posted?
I think the Psycho Rick one.
That's the Psycho Rick one, okay. And you have a separate channel for your boy Pat Live?
Yeah.
Okay. You should throw that one in chat too. Do you have you're wrenched, aren't you?
That what?
You have a wrench, don't you? So you can post links?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. Okay, where were we in the story? So she's fantasizing about James Bond. Okay, Evan said on Facebook he had to Google if adults often swallow rings. It turns out children more commonly do it. So you're an overgrown child.
Nice.
Jesus. Evans went to an urgent care clinic where doctors decided against letting the ring pass naturally through the 29-year-old system. Instead referring to her to a gastroenterologist. The gastroenterologist promptly performed an upper endoscopy, which is an insertion of a small camera and device down someone's throat. Evans wrote that she began to cry as she signed the release forms for the upper endoscopy, fearing she would die under the procedure and not to get to fulfill a different dream, marrying her fiance, Bobby Howell. Did you swallow this one for the dream?
I'm saying now.
Did you do this on purpose, bitch? Like, I'm starting to press X on this one, you know?
This sounds like on purpose.
And not just that, but like they're shoving a camera down your throat, you know, to figure out where the fuck this ring is. Why would that kill you?
Is she gonna be awake when this happens?
Yeah, like
I got
what
nothing.
again though? Why would that kill you? Like
I don't know.
I don't
Guess the gagging.
understand.
Let's see. I waited a long time for that damn engagement ring, and I will marry Bobby Howell, damn it, Evans wrote, double damning. Doctors found the engagement ring in Evans' intestines, just beyond her stomach. Evans said her fiance returned the ring to her on Thursday. Bobby finally gave me the ring back this morning. I promised not to swallow it again. We're still getting married, and all is right. Barring further somnambulist. I'm assuming that means while you're asleep snacking. Evans and Howell plan to get married in May of 2020. I'm sorry. Seriously,
So
look at this woman. Are you sure she didn't do this on fucking purpose?
I need the attention.
She looks like she's... I'm just saying. People have done less for attention. Have you seen people licking toilet seats at the height of the Rona thing just to get noticed?
Oh my god.
The dumb shit people do on TikTok just to get their fucking video to go viral.
Oh man. Like the tea woman.
The tea woman.
The lady that's doing like all the fucked up versions of the tea. It's an unfair fight. It's an all tea.
Right.
All the tea drinkers.
Right. yeah, I got nothing. Or the people just being as racist as they can, and it's like you're doing that in the middle of like today's climate. I mean, you're out there dropping N-bombs on TikTok, so you don't want a career, I see. You know, anyway. So yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not putting it beyond this 29-year-old Southern California woman at the marina getting her picture taken. Like, come on, this is all staged. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm misjudging her, but.
And who is this?
No.
I'm sorry.
Who is Jenna Evans? I don't know. It's like.
Yeah, I've never even heard of Jenna Evans before, but now a whole bunch of people have. It makes me wonder, if you looked up Jenna Evans, does she have like a small business where she sells yoga mats or goop-like products to increase your spiritual energies or something like that, and this is a bad way of promoting her entrepreneurial fuck-ups? Like, saying.
What a bizarre way to do that, though. If it is, you know.
Yeah.
Like.
This is a short story, but it makes me laugh. Mysterious floating package sparks bomb scare. Turns out to be a NASA balloon.
Nice.
Love it. Love it. Oh, Pete got the lady dropping her dress and then walking across the floor. Gotta love that. Thank you very much, Pete, for the donation. Where he simply says, "Hi, Polly." Hey, Pete. Thanks again, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we've been putting it off for long enough. Holy Reaper says, "Okay, Polly, Bard, Pat, and the rest of you degenerates, have a nice day. It's time for the gym." Oh, okay. Well, fine. You don't want to sit here and be degenerates and drink yourself into a syphilis of the liver situation. You want to go be healthy at the gym? Fine. Thanks for stopping by,
Syphilis of the liver.
Did I say syphilis?
Yeah.
I meant psoriasis.
Syphilis of the liver.
Well, are you trying to say you can't get syphilis of the liver? It's probably a thing.
I just don't think drinking is going to lead you there.
It could. You know, you make some bad choices about who your female company is going to be. You might get syphilis of the liver because you drank too much. Think about it.
I said, I've looked her up and I have no idea who this person is other than the lady who swallowed her ring in her sleep, supposedly.
Okay.
I'm thinking she's like, what? Is she like an actress or something like that? Oh, she's just somebody who just swallowed her ring. Like, shit. And it was enough to put her on the Today Show.
I mean, they're really out of stuff to talk about on the Today. Like, the Today Show must be some seriously hot trash if they're bringing people like that. I don't watch Today.
Same.
So the what you need to know about this story, as short as it is a mysterious package attached to a parachute set off a bomb scare, but the styrofoam box turned out to be a NASA experiment. A group of solar panel employees spotted the box when it floated to the ground in New Jersey. New Jersey? Well, fuck. Gamer Valine says it's not psoriasis, it's psoriasis. Okay.
And NASA didn't let nobody know about this?
Oh, it's not psoriasis, it's cirrhosis. Well, you know what, Gamer Valine, I'll tell you something. As I stir my icy drink here. I'm well on the way to having cirrhosis of the liver. So, calling it psoriasis or syphilis, hey, it's going to happen. And, like Weebo Jones is so fond of pointing out, it's not alcoholism until you graduate, and I haven't graduated yet, so it's going to be a couple more years before I get my doctorate, so it's not alcoholism yet. Psoriasis of the liver, yeah. My liver's losing all of its hair. It's got patches.
It's got syphilis of the liver.
I love how I tried to correct it and fucked it up again. Whew, all right. What? You know, Far drinks, but she never drinks on stream. So, you know, you never... See, this is what I'm saying. Everybody says that I abuse Far, but you don't hear how the way she talks to people over in Discord. Like, where her mean-spirited Aussiness comes out. So, and you never hear the drunken lunacy, and everybody gets nice Far.
I don't drink that often.
Well, no, but you do drink, I'm saying. You know, other than like me, you, and Inquisitor, there's not a lot of people who drink. A bunch of fucking teetotalers. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm a lightweight.
Really? You? Okay. All right, let's check out this story, Wikihow. Slowly. Loading.
Come on.
Give generously to my potato farm.
It's getting there.
It's gonna happen. Do this. I mean, I can turn off the white screen that chat's staring at right now, but well.
You can do it.
No, they have to suffer with us in real time.
There we go. How to be a communist.
What?
Oh my god.
I thought this wasn't supposed to be a political stream. Well, here we are.
Well, I mean, I guess in some ways it's political, but I really look at this as like how to develop a mental illness, how to be a communist.
God.
I love that there's a Wikipedia or Wikihow article on this, and I kind of scanned through it. This is pure propaganda, guys. Like it, and I love this.
Geez.
Co-authored by Wikihow staff, and it's got the green. It's got the green check mark. It's been approved, and it's been edited by a group of trained editors and researchers from Wikihow. So let it be known, Wikihow is full of a bunch of filthy pinko commies. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, Wikihow commies.
Yeah, Gil Cotto says it right. Which step is starve and die? Exactly. For fuck's sake. I mean, well, it is unlikely that you live in one of the few remaining countries with a communist government. Yeah, there's a fucking reason for that. They fail pretty quickly. You can still embrace the ideology of communism in your everyday life and participate in political activities and activist organizations that support communist principles. This article will give you practical tips on ruining everyone's life. I added that last part. I mean, can you imagine? You go to work, here you are, you know, you're working at a construction site, and this fucking asshole comes up to you and hands you a copy of, like, Das Kapital or something. He's like, hey, man, don't you know we're part of a class struggle here? Like, it's like, dude, I'm trying to fucking work. You want to fuck off? All right. We're not going to read through the whole thing because this is just like, understand the plight of the proletariat. That's step one. The proletariat is the working class people who provide the work to an employer in exchange for wages, but do not have any ownership of the company they work for or the, quote, means of production, meaning the lands, tools, factories, office building, raw materials, etc. that make their work possible. Most members of the proletariat have little control over their own labor and do not share in the profits of their employer. Let me tell you something. The big lie that they're missing here is you volunteered to work there.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't the 17 or 1800s anymore where you're forced to work somewhere because you have no other options. If you don't like your working conditions, leave. You know who can't leave the work that they're in? People that are in a country illegally. As an example. Or you're living in like 1800s Russia when these things actually fucking applied. This is sadly out-of-date information. And modern commies just fucking replace the plight of the proletariat with the plight of the POC LGBTQ LMNOPs. Anyway, they all just make it about a fucking class struggle. And I'll let you in on the big lie of Marxism. It's an unfalsifiable theory, i.e. cannot be proven wrong. Because if you disagree with it, or you say, I think that your analysis of society is flawed in this way or that way, they've got a worked-in way to explain that. It's called a false consciousness. If you don't agree with them, it's because you possess a false consciousness of your class. What you think isn't really right. You've just been duped into thinking wrong. So no matter what the theory's right, yeah, that's called a conspiracy theory. No matter what, it's right. A professor of mine said that. A theory that has something built into it to explain away all criticism is a conspiracy theory. Think about it. The Illuminati run everything. Well, I don't think that they do. Oh, well, you must be working for them then.
Oh, God, I love the Illuminati.
Right in part 1, it already starts talking about oppressors. Can't get enough of that.
Fucking God oppressors.
And of course, you got the white man just pointing
right. at the poor oppressed woman.
Yeah.
Of all potato, thank you very much for the tip. Greatly appreciate it.
It's that damn white man.
That damn Polly. The way he's oppressing everyone at this bar.
That colonizer.
Of all potato, thank you for the tip. He says, remember, Stalin had to allow farmers to be capitalists so they could make enough food and feed everyone, because without it, everyone would starve. Absolutely true.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about that the little 10% of their plot, the little 10% plot of their land, produced more than the remaining 90%. Why? Because they could actually earn something off of it by selling it, like they engaged in illegal capitalism and illegal private property, and it ended up being incentive-based economics work. Anyway. Remember, I'm not saying capitalism can't go wrong. I'm saying it can go wrong. What I'm saying is that communism can't do anything but go wrong. It's an inevitability. That's why it always fails. Anyway. Contemplate how private property creates social injustice. If you own something, no, you don't. Everyone should own it. And if you claim that that phone you own, or the car you own, or your clothes, or anything like that is not public property and owned by the people, if you actually want to have private property, that means you're supporting social injustice, everyone. Welcome to Marxism.
But because I can afford something and they can't.
Yeah. They make it as a matter of, it's entirely about companies owning the means of production. That's all they're talking about, and that's what creates the various social strata. Watch the Marxist fucking lie develop, because it's just what they try and, at point 2 here, make it all about just companies, right? And consider communist critiques of capitalism, which are pretty obvious. Like, the rich 1%, they control all the wealth. Those are the criticism. Become familiar with the core text of Marxist communism. No, don't do that. Don't read Engels.
No.
Engels was a filthy fucking liar as well as Marx. And Marx is the worst fucking liar of all. You know why? The guy never worked an honest fucking day in his life. He married into a fucking rich family and then sat back and pontificated about the plight of the working man. Anyway. So he's Bernie Sanders. He sucked off the public tit his entire fucking life and then complains that... Anyway. Read some secondary literature on communism that explains the context and evolution of the movement. But stay away from any book that explains how it all inevitably degrades into fucking dictatorships.
So in other words, read what I want you to read, but not the stuff that goes against what I'm saying.
Yeah. Zombie Teddy says it's a fallacy, Polly. That's the worst fallacy of all. That was Vegan Gains that coined the fallacy, wasn't it? Or was it Ask Yourself? It was one of those two.
One of those two. I do not know which. Actually
said in a live debate, that's a fallacy.
That sounds like something Ask Yourself would to try to sound intelligent. Fucking cheerleader.
Now, remember what I said about number 2? They tried to make it all about companies. No, the private property is just about companies amassing so much wealth that no one else can have any, as if it's like a zero-sum game, Look at number 7. Remember that communism is strongly opposed to the acquisition of private property and needless consumption. One of the most communist things you can do is rely on the public library and secondhand bookshops to accomplish your research goals. You need to explain what you said in the opening line more clearly. Communism is strongly opposed to the acquisition of private property. Do not own things. Your house, your clothes, your car, your phone, your firearms, your computer, whatever. Communism is strongly opposed to you owning that. Everyone should have a piece of it, no matter how hard you worked. And the guy next to you sat around and did nothing. He deserves as much stuff as you do. Fuck your hard work.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves exactly the same stuff, no matter how much you busted your ass. Oh yeah, this is not a fucking system to get everyone to lay around and do nothing. Because what's the incentive to try? And like I said, keep in mind, number 7, strongly opposed to the acquisition of private property, directly contradicts number 2, where they directly imply that it's all about communism in the opposition to private property is all about the means of production. They just don't want companies owning all the private property. No. It's about individuals too, as clearly laid out in number 7 down here. Wait for it to reload because potato. You know why? Because I haven't worked hard enough to own a better computer yet.
Under communism, though, it wouldn't be your potato, it would be our potato.
That's right. That's right.
Our potato, comrade.
Getting involved in commie politics. No, don't do that. You're just going to piss your friends and family off. It's join and participate in local communist organizations.
No.
No.
What are you doing?
Participate in groups and causes that are based on or compatible with communist ideas. And one of them is participate in the Occupy movement.
How long ago was this fucking written?
Well, it's 2020. It was updated in February or March of 2020. So, or you can go hang out at the Chaz, because I'm sure they're completely compatible with your garbage.
Yeah, I'm sure Chaz will love you just turning up. You totally won't get fucked over in there. Not at all.
Keep in mind that even peaceful demonstrations can lead to legal consequences. Look at the fucking D-bag they got here reading. It's like... yeah, well, especially when you start burning shit down and looting the local hot topic. Applying communist principles to your daily life.
Why?
I love this. Reduce your exposure to capitalist propaganda by avoiding commercial television and radio. And this isn't commie propaganda, you lying prick. I don't attend a university every day being exposed to commie propaganda. I know exactly what it sounds like because I can smell it in your article. Yup. Anyway.
It smells like sadness.
Yeah. Avoid advertisement-heavy websites and use pop-up and ad blockers to reduce your exposure to unwanted advertisements online. Really? How's Wikihow running then? On online advertisements? Choose where and when you spend your money wisely, for money is the lifeblood of capitalism. Wow. Join a cooperative society. For a small annual fee, you can take part of your food distribution source. Most co-ops also offer opportunities for members to share their labor as well. Co-ops are for profit. You fool.
Mm-hmm.
That... Anywho. Minimize your consumption of consumer goods. So they show you sewing something. Like... Avoid purchasing disposable products of any kind. Cutlery, plates, cups, napkins, barbecue, sanitary products, razors, gloves, nappies, and chopsticks are all perfect examples. Don't buy them. Okay. I guess.
Okay, racist.
Yeah, avoid...
What are these people, hippies?
Yes! They are, by the way.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are. They are just the modern day hippies, except fucking worse.
We're not communists here at Noir Bar. Please feel free to offer gratuities to your bartender, and he in turn will offer you the service of hopefully entertaining you whilst he pours drinks. Jesus Christ. It's why shouldn't people be able to have personal property in the form of currency and distribute it at their will?
Yeah, why shouldn't people be allowed to own their shit?
Well, because it says right here, avoid the unnecessary acquisition of personal property. Before making a purchase, analyze whether or not you really need it and consider how long you'll be able to use the item. If possible, Jesus Christ. This is a great one. Consider foregoing car ownership. Cars are particularly wasteful.
These people are hippies.
These are just a bunch of communist douchebags. Like, you know, at my campus, you see them sitting around in drum circles, wearing clothes they've made for themselves, scraggly beards, white girls with dreadlocks. Like, it's just awful. You have no idea.
Yes. You lazy, degenerate motherfucker.
And I love how all the pictures are very diverse, you know, because that's part of it.
Yeah.
Right? That's that they
Fight the power, man.
They aim at that angle.
Yeah.
Number 6, hand your businesses to your employees and make it a syndicalist union if you are an employer. Hand your business to your employees.
No.
You want to be a proper commie? Turn your business over to the people that work for you.
Okay, question is, who's the business owner right here?
Yeah, right? Who's handing what to whom? Well, this is a guilty, privileged white woman turning her business over to the oppressed
black man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has the right look on his face. Okay, whatever you say, dumbass. Like,
Thanks for the free shit.
Yeah. I'm so sorry what my people did to your people, so therefore I'm handing my hard-earned business over to you.
Thank you again, Evolved Potato, for the tip. If you put your money into your computer instead of paying for your health care, like getting new fillings, you'd have a new PC by now. Yeah, I did stupid things like got that filling fixed. Popped out because the health care wouldn't cover it. The health plan. I'm still upset about that. You read through your insurance plan, and there's always the one line of like, God damn it, that's the thing they exempt, and that's the very thing that I need, which is fixing defective previous work. If it had been a new cavity that I had, it would have been covered completely. But it's because the filling came out of an old filling that had been filled, out of an old cavity that had been filled, rather. Yeah, it wasn't covered. So, how much tooth pain and jaw swelling did I deal with for how long? And if Evolved Potato's not wrong, I guess I could have put that money towards a computer instead of stopping my relentless pain that was keeping me up at night. But I made the stupid, selfish decision.
Yeah, it's totally selfish to, not want to be in pain.
Yeah, it's like, that's when they want to mess with you too, when you're trying to go to sleep. Like, no, you ain't going to sleep. I'm going to mess with your ass.
I got a little too... And my doctor, being a total prude, wouldn't hook me up with any cool, fun drugs. He's like, Tylenol should help you. I'm like, no. Fentanyl. Fentanyl will help me. And he's like, no, it won't.
That's the good shit.
Yeah, he said, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't get any of the good shit. None of the fun drugs from him, man. Such a prude. Or a good doctor. One way or the other. Advance the cause of labor if you are an employee. Yeah, that's... You know who the ultimate example of this is? What's his name? The guy that was fucking with Steven Crowder there. Crowder called him a lispy queer. What's his name?
Mazza,
Carlos Mazza. Fucking billionaire. Fucking family member of a billionaire. The guy has his own fucking house in Miami, never talks anything about it, works at Vox, doesn't even need to, bankrolled for everything he wants to do his entire life. Bullshit artist talking about, we need to organize against Vox so they give us our proper health care, etc., etc. An obsessed ideologue, super rich boy, spending all of his time talking about being an oppressed minority.
And motherfucker, privilege is the people he goddamn talk about.
Like he's literally not just the 1%, but he's like of a literal B with a billionaire family. So he's like the 1% of the 1%. And this guy's got the hot nerve to talk about his fucking oppression. Because
I'm one of you.
Why? Because Steven Crowder cracks some fucking jokes of calling you a lispy queer when you called yourself both lispy and queer on multiple occasions and had the handle of gay wonk on Twitter and never shut up about how gay you were. And this was your anyway. When I think about like organizing an unnecessary word stoppage, that's who I think of as Carlos Mom. Speak to others about your beliefs. No, don't do that.
No.
Thank you.
Oh, is Pop-Tart here? Oh yeah. Hey, Pop-Tart. I just saw Pat said, "Hey, Poppy," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's Pop-Tart here." Hey, Pop-Tart. Can I be a communist freely in the Q&A? So long as your communist ideologies can be voiced legally in our country. I've said it before. I don't want another Red Scare. I don't. But would a Red Fright be so bad? You know? Maybe a Red Startle, perhaps? Let's bring back the calling people out for being pinkos. How do I tell my close friends and family I'm a communist without incurring judgment? You can't. If
Don't.
You can't.
Mom, Dad, I've got something to tell you. Oh no, we know you're gay, son. No, I'm a communist. Get the fuck out.
Exactly.
I mean, that's how I imagine it would go.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's like, Dad, I got something to tell you, and I hope you don't get mad. I'm gay. Well, you know, son, it's your life. As long as you're happy, that's really what counts the most. Don't be stupid. Don't do dangerous shit. And be smart about everything you're doing with your life. I'm also a communist. Get out. I have no son.
Yes. Yes.
And my wife asked later on, what happened to little Bobby? Who? I heard that America thinks Canada is communist because we have free healthcare. Why? The vast majority of Americans do not think Canada is communist. However, there are some ignorant Americans who have an over-the-top fear of opposition to any kind of government-provided services, either because they see it as government interference in the citizens' lives, or because they think taxes are... Hold on. They think taxes are required to pay for such services are a form of stealing from citizens?
Oh.
It is. It's forced money. Anyway, well, okay. And they will try to demonize such services as socialist or communist, which are scary words to many Americans due to memories of the Cold War and their association with certain totalitarian governments. Just and correct associations that have proven correct over and over and over again. Anyway. Can I be a Nazi and a communist?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't fucking know. So apparently Nazis did not end after World War II.
Is a violent revolution required to enforce communism? A violent revolution? Well,
it's the most effective way to get it done.
Let's just say there are extremely few examples where that hasn't happened. In any case where it did happen, where it was, communism was... I mean, communism... Well, let's not get into the technical stuff about it. Like, you know, has communism ever happened? Because communism is the end of socialism. When the classless society has been, etc. But that's not what this person's talking about. They're saying, like, how do I be a communist? Well, if communism doesn't exist, you can't be one. Be as a socialist, which should lead towards the classless utopia of communism. But that's beyond the point. There's been few examples of communism happening by peaceful means. It was never fully instituted and were just adoptions of mildly socialistic programs at best. anytime an actual communist government was instituted, yes, it happened by a violent revolution. So that's Chinese communism, that's the Khmer Rouge in Cambodia, that's the Cuban Revolution. He didn't immediately...
Russia.
The Russian Revolution, of course, the big one.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, okay, Fidel Castro didn't immediately declare himself to be a Marxist, but it didn't take him very long to figure out that if you're going to hold power, and you want to be a dictating son of a bitch with a military dictatorship, Marxism is the plan for you. Especially because you get all sorts of free money from the other communists, like $1 million a day from the Soviet Union, because they want to spread global communism as far as they can, the global revolution. The way they were funding the Communist Party of America that everybody said was a lie until all the Kremlin's and the KGB records were released after the fall of the Soviet Union. It looks like they were funding them the entire time. Was the Red Scare a witch hunt in America? Yes, it was a witch hunt with real witches. In some places it went too far, but there were actual witches out there. Commies were throughout fucking Hollywood. They were throughout the State Department. There were some in the FBI. The stolen plans for atomic weaponry. That's how the Soviet Union even got atomic weaponry, was a bunch of commie spies who stole it from the nuclear scientists working in the US. I mean, it's not like they're actually a danger, these people, or anything. I mean, anyway. Talix is not the real communism excuse. I mean, here's another article. We're not going to go over it, by the way, but just to show you what Wikihow's like, as it's loads. How to be okay with having a communist friend.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not going to go over this one at all, but there are so many fucking articles like this. It was co-authored by 81 contributors. I mean, why is green? Go with red. You guys are fucking pinkos, man.
You guys are a disgrace to the color green. Leave my favorite color out of this.
It was something in the Q&A that made me laugh. If I'm a communist, how do I act around my capitalist friends? I just found out my neighbor's a communist. Where can I report her to the authorities? Oh, fuck off. Nobody thinks. Go to hell.
Oh, man.
No, when was the Red Scare again? Like the 60s, 70s? That general time period? Like, we're not there. It's 2020.
There it is. How do I come out to my parents as a communist without getting them mad? Come out as a communist. And the answer is, there's not really a way around it. They may get mad. Be honest about it. Your parents may be proud that you're figuring out what you believe.
Yeah, the Red Scare between the 1940s and 50s.
Was it 1940s and 50s?
Mm-hmm. What?
Okay, I was a bit off. Okay.
The Red Scare?
Yeah.
Mostly towards the very end of the 40s, but not definitely after World War II. Like 50s was the heyday of it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, why be worried about communism before the end of World War II, right? It was over in Russia, and there was no knowledge that they were not really trying to expand like they were until communist infiltration and attempts to sway elections in Italy, and that's where, ground zero of the Cold War really was, 1950s. Anyway, that's history and beyond the point here. So we went over Wikipedia stuff, or Wikihow stuff. I keep calling it Wikipedia because, I'm pushing off.
It's hard not to. It's very hard not to.
Well, losing track of time here. 6 drinks deep, and I mean, how long?
Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours? Okay, then we got 2 more quick articles that I wanted to cover because they're funny to me. Sardonic sense of humor. Harry Potter fans removing tattoos after J.K. Rowling's trans comments.
Oh, dude. Dude. Come on.
She is the most leftist bullshit artist in terms of like virtue signaling on Twitter, retconning characters as being gay, everything's fucking racist, even though she lives in a literal castle talking about oppressed minorities. But she comes out and says men can't become women. Here's where she draws the line, right?
Yeah.
And now people are getting like Harry Potter magical rune tattoos.
I mean, these people do realize you can like the work and not like the author.
Amen.
That's how I feel about J.K. Rowling and all the Harry Potter shit. I like the work. I don't particularly like the author herself.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to get a Deathly Hallows tattoo, but you know, you do you.
I've never been that big of a fan for it.
Matt of Winter asks, "How is this nighttime?" Well, I mean, true indeed.
It's nighttime somewhere.
Well, yeah.
Well, I take that back. I do have Jesus I do have a Jesus tattoo on my chest. So
actually,
I kind of lied right there.
Your crucifix tattoo is hardcore, though.
It's so I am a fan. Well, I'm a religious fan, so it's like, yeah.
You're a big fan of Jesus.
I'm just gonna say, in my opinion, there's a critical difference between here's my tattoo of, Son of God, religious things, versus this totally fictional, made-up bullshit. Like that's just my opinion.
I can understand wanting the Deathly Hallows, because like that, by itself, that's an alright story. Within the story, like that's fine. But it's like it'd be a different thing if it was like, yeah, Harry Potter's lightning bolt scar. Like Deathly Hallows, that's pretty mild, honestly.
Actually, Duck Dog just said that JFK was a commie hunter for the House on Un-American Activities. Yes, he was. I don't know if that's far behind. I think my chat might be very far behind. But everyone forgets about what a cold warrior Jack Kennedy was. He was no friend to fucking communism. Not even fucking close. It's only the hardest of the hard right people that accused him of being soft on communism. I mean, just listen to his inaugural address and the way he talked about it. Yeah, the man was no fan of commies. That's been left-wing propaganda after the fact to lionize JFK to make him sound like he was, open to everything and the peace-loving man and the hippie. No. Anywho, I remember this, and part of it I'm just joking, so I don't really understand it. Like, you got this tattoo, like this triangle thing.
Yeah, Deathly Hallows.
Okay, I dated this girl for a while that had the Triforce thing from Zelda, right? Like behind her ear on her neck or whatever. It's like, that's fine, like whatever. It's like a thing from a video game, and the Triforce is a thing in the video game, and it was just, it's a little callback fictional stuff. What would you care if one of the programmers of that game said something you didn't like? Like, I don't understand the desire to remove the tattoo. I just don't get it.
I just don't get it. Like, why get the tattoo if you're like this trigger happy, of canceling someone, and you're like, oh, I don't agree with them anymore. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna get rid of this tattoo. Like, that's not. Come on.
Who wrote this?
You're gonna regret that more than getting the fucking tattoo.
But good call. You're going to regret it more than getting. Yes, that's well said. Yeah. The person who wrote this is Elcora Lycia, I'm going to assume. Let's see what angle she's coming from. And this is from the New York Post, right? Those Harry Potter tattoos have lost their magic. Die-hard adult fans.
Yeah.
Die-hard adult fans of the Fantasy Wizard franchise are rushing to rid themselves of their now tainted ink in light of the recent cringe-inducing comments made by Rowling about trans issues. She actually didn't make any comments in that way.
She just said that, like, men can't biologically become women. That's not really... Like...
The author came under fire this week for tweets insisting that sex is real. And then publishing a lengthy and controversial personal essay doubling down on her views. The remarks left trans people and supporters incensed and wanting to de-Potter their lives.
Oh, God.
Rowling even called out some of the Potter purgers in her essay, saying that many had called for my books to be burned, although one particularly abusive man told me he composted them. I love how she's still, Rowling, like, so used to the victim stuff. It's like some evil man did this to me. Well, was it a trans woman? And you're just calling and you're just being a transphobe, JK.
And me, I can't feel sorry for her and shit like that because it's like, man, she brought this on her own by virtue signaling.
Absolutely.
Now,
absolutely,
they eating your ass alive.
On the one issue that you didn't agree with, like, you know, there's a giant long checklist, right? You got to believe in white privilege. You got to believe that Israel is an apartheid state. You got to believe that, like, this all the intersectionalisms, you know. And she stepped out of line on one, and now, oh my God, this man, like, oh fuck off. But some went a step further, taking measures to cover or completely remove via lasers their Harry Potter inspired tattoos and Fallout. Brooklyn residents, like some moron, characterization, who was, quote, obsessed with, quote, Harry Potter for most of her childhood and adult life, decided to part ways with her Deathly Hallows symbol chest tattoo. Holy fuck, that's in the middle of her chest.
Yeah. And so was the other one. If you go back up.
Is that the same one, or is it like?
I don't know, but yeah, it's the same placement. Yeah, same one.
I thought she was. I didn't, because she didn't have particularly big titties. I thought she was pulling it up, and those shadows were the imprint of her shirt. I thought she was pulling up on her back. I didn't realize it.
No.
Okay, that's just a bad tattoo in general. You're not.
And I'm just like, is it just this one person that you're making it sound like a million strong? Or like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like a lot of people just.
Person. She also plans to remove the mischief managed script underneath, the phrase characters in the novel used to activate a special map.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're making it like thousands of people are just like, you know.
But it's like this one woman who had it really placed badly.
Yeah. Hyman Lyman says it perfect. Should have better fucking known better. Exactly. That's the quote of the day, man. And she, Bria Noon, says, I was like, oh God, all right, I need to get this off my body, she told the Post. As a lifetime fan and somebody who was influenced so positively by her work, I'm shocked and disgusted that this is what it's come to.
Oh, you over dramatic sheep. Oh.
The service industry worker. Service.
No.
She's a sex worker.
The service. I don't know. I'm not sure what industry, but I'm gonna go with what I think.
It could be service industry or service industry.
Yeah, I think it's service. Yeah.
She's a sex worker.
Who got the tattoos 4 years ago, is planning to remove the 6x6 geometric design script altogether, since covering it up would be too intensive. It's such a large black ink tattoo that getting it covered would mean an even larger and even darker tattoo I don't want to do because it's such a sensitive area, she said. Laser removal specialist said it would cost at about $800 in the least, but the price wouldn't change her mind. She pulled the wool over our eyes for so long. This Harry Potter community is definitely very diverse, and she basically spoke out against her entire community. It was like a slap in the face. Oh, God. I mean, holy shit.
Is this another tattoo down here?
Yeah, this is. Let's see. Jordan.
Oh my God.
Jordan Garrides has a 3-inch Deathly Hallows symbol inked on her right foot. A lifelong lover of Harry Potter, the 29-year-old tried at first. Hold on really quick. Evolve Potato, thank you for the tip. Says Harry Potter is a mediocre story at best. Percy Jackson is a better story with humans as characters, and the boys aren't written as girls. Have you ever read Percy Jackson? Or do you know anything about it?
Nope. I don't really care to either, to be honest. It never interested me.
Yeah, I'd have to look up Percy Jackson. I don't even...
I know vaguely what it is, but just...
Huh. Well, thank you again, Evolve Potato, for the tip. And yeah, so I guess there it is. If you're really angry, Chad, about J.K. Rowling's transphobia, go read Percy Jackson instead.
Yeah, and then go spend $800 to get this stuff removed.
Right?
Let's see.
Well, like, there is more than one book series out there, really. Like, you don't need to only read this one fucking book series that ended how long ago?
Yeah, right.
Come on.
This Jordan Garters person says, "Oh, just like when any other celebrity says some off-the-wall shit, you try to give them the benefit of the doubt for as long as you can," said Garters of Central Oregon. But when her essay went live on Wednesday, she knew that Tat had to go. Finally, I just thought, all right, cool. I'm trying to do the mental gymnastics to give her the benefit of the doubt. J.K. Rowling is a disgusting, bigoted person that I have no reason to find joy in her writing any longer. Holy
So she didn't kiss up to the narrative for this one damn time and kill her with fire, crucify her.
And if anything, she's taking a hard feminist stance that, because she says, if you erase, I remember the quote, if sex isn't real, then the lived experience of women for centuries is going to be erased, because men can instantly become women. So therefore you've completely turned biological sex into a social construct, that you've made sex not real. And she's not, and she's a live as a woman, and I will treat you as a woman, and any pronouns you want or whatever. She's absolutely supported that, but took the hardline stance that no, you are not assigned to sex. Sex is not a social construct at all. It's real, and that makes her a disgusting, bigoted person where I need to spend hundreds of dollars to remove a tattoo.
Yeah, because like I'm, like, cause some of these people, not all of them, are just basically doing it for like the oppression points and like for the special treatment and things like that, and they just basically wear it as like a fashion trend. It's like those are the people I don't respect in like the trans community. That when you're like the Blur Whites, the Chaos Eves and things like that, like even if we disagree and all that right there, I know like you 100% like like with your transits and all that right there. I can respect that right there, but the trending motherfuckers that push this right here, like I'm a girl and you have to respect my pronouns and all that bullshit right there. Give me a cookie and a special treatment. They're the problem, and it's like those are the ones that should basically be. I feel like J.K. Rowling is speaking out against right there, and of course the narrative of like like love how you were saying right there, like you erase if you try to like like erase like the biological sex, treat it as a social construct, then it just erase like all the stuff all the history that women have gone through.
I mean that's Rowling's call, and if you don't agree with it, you can find plenty of people on Twitter that will agree with you. So what does it matter? I mean, formerly Rodline says, I love this line. He goes, these are the tolerant, diverse people, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yes. Until you disagree with them, and then they show their true colors.
But it's a really old line, but it's so fucking true. They appreciate every kind of diversity except diversity of thought, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't calling for anyone to have anything done to them in any kind of way, or anyone denied anything, or anything of the sort. But but again, it's diverging from it. And Ham and Beans is in chat. Says, "Why are you live now?" Well, this is Noir Bar. It's a late night chill stream, and it's. Well, I realize it's spreading into morning, but when we started, it was night, and yeah, this is what we do here. We hang out and soft blues jazz playing and have bar conversations, not political. Well, generally, we're laughing at J.K. Rowling idiots right now. It's kind of
yeah. But I love how these people they just get so into their damn feelings that they do crazy stuff like that. But this article just making it like you got like thousands of Harry Potter employees, and they're just triggered by what J.K. Rowling said, and they're out there with like machetes, just like tearing off flesh with the tattoos and things like that, and just acting like fools.
Yeah. Well, for Noon, the previous woman with the one in the center of her chest, depottering is a lot more than just removing a tattoo. She's tempted to trash her custom-made Marauders map rug, Harry Potter t-shirts, and special cardigans from Universal's Wizarding World of Harry Potter theme park too. The theme park.
How much does she fucking have?
The theme park issued a statement following Rowling's comments saying our core values include diversity, inclusion, and respect. Ouch! Even your theme park is having to.
Yeah, because they don't want to lose. They don't want to lose that money.
Well, they just don't want the bad PR. That, like, I mean, are they really going to lose any money? Probably not, unless a whole bunch of people make a big fucking deal out of it, like bad PR scene. Ooh, Gamer Valine hit the $7, so you get the lady with the 2 revolvers. Very nice, and that fits you somehow.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah,
nice.
and this is what I love. Like I said, everybody's getting rid of all their Harry Potter stuff and things like think that that's really hurting her. But guess what? She already got the money for that.
Yeah.
The billions that she has. That's why she lives in a literal castle. So again, thank you for the tip, Gamer Valine. She says, "Sweet. It'll be a lot cheaper to get my nerd stuff. I'm good with this. I ran around Universal in December in a robe with a wand. I'm 31 and regret nothing." Yeah, there'll be a surplus of cheaper Harry Potter stuff up on Etsy and eBay now, man. Take advantage of this stupidity. Exactly. Good thinking. Buy your merch cheap now.
Yeah, it's like I don't like Emma Watson, man, but I still watch the Harry Potter stuff, man, because it's good. I like the thing. You know, even though J.K. Rowling can't be a total bitch from time to time, I still like the Harry Potter series.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's almost as if it doesn't matter what the author thinks. As long as the work itself is decent, or people enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like I can't stand you, woman, but you wrote a great book.
What of all potatoes said, responding to Frankie O? Well, they are necrophilic rapists. What the fuck conversation are you two having?
No,
What in the world are you? What are y'all having?
I'm just looking at chat. It's like apparently Frankie O and Of All Potato are having a very strange conversation. I just walked into the middle of. Yeah, and formerly Rodline's right. Dear corporations of America, stop virtue signaling. Exactly. You make it worse for yourself. Every time you apologize for something like this, or like Crayola crayons, putting out a statement of we support Black Lives Matter because we've always been diverse. Look at our rainbow of colors, etc. Like was somebody calling you racist, Crayola? This whole silence equals violence thing, man. No, that's bullshit. When somebody cracks the whip, figuratively on Twitter, and you respond, they expect you to do it the next time, and if you don't, that means you support the thing that they're claiming you do, right? It's like you responded last time. If you don't respond this time, you must be, well, we're calling you a homophobic bigot now. So you must be homophobic unless, right? Let's read the last few lines of what these idiots had to say. Every time I see the books or the movies, I'm always going to be like, J.K. Rowling sucks, said Noon. I'm definitely...
That's your problem.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to be in an adjustment, and I don't think I'm going to love it as hard. Dozens of other Potterheads took to Twitter to vent about what to do with their tats.
They call themselves that.
Dozens? I bet you that's all it is. Dozens, like me, a few dozen morons.
Yeah.
And so the final line is, quote, I have a Harry Potter tattoo on my fucking elbow pit. Very painful, and I'm about to get it covered up because she might be the densest fucking person I've ever seen, tweeted Seth Decker. Gender does not equal sex. You might be the densest fucking person that I've read today because she explicitly made the distinction between those two things, and apparently you didn't pick up on it.
They just saw something they didn't like, got mad, and this is just how they react. Like I said, see, this is what happened when you think with your feelings and not with your damn brain.
Yeah.
They do and they say stupid shit that they don't realize, and I don't think they ever will. And even if somebody explained it to them, like, do you know how dumb you sound right now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Matta Winter. It's because they had a skin-colored crayon that was a shade of peach, and they called it it's a shade of peach, and they called it skin-colored. It is skin-colored, just not everyone's skin. And you know what they call their black crayon? Well, it says negro right on.
Yeah, negro.
Right, and everyone starts like busting their balls over it, and it's like, well, we already changed Latin X, right? Let's start fucking with other languages now because words are.
Yeah, I'm like, that's the Spanish word for black.
But I don't know what to tell you. An extremely light, like to do Caucasian skin color, like on somebody who paints like Revolutionary War minis. Yeah, it's a very light, particular shade of pink if you want to paint Caucasians. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's calling it a
Yeah,
skin tone
it
is
is
not
a
bad.
very peach color.
Yeah, and believe me, if you take leather brown or whatever the fuck and you attempt to paint a black man, it's not going to look right. You need a very particular color to make it look, depending on what shade you're going for. These are people just running around looking for fucking problems, man.
Exactly.
Oh, it's not a big deal, guys. It's really not a big fucking deal. Oh, Evolved Potato was talking about otters. You're buying in to Irate Alex's propaganda about otters, and that's not a good thing. He's very bigoted against otters, and I don't know what his problem is. I think an otter bit him at some point in the past, and he hasn't let it go. So he makes up all these things. So all this stuff is going on with J.K. Rowling, which leads to this story, which I found absolutely relevant. J.K. Rowling's ex-husband admits to slapping her, but says, "I'm not sorry."
Oh yeah, I slapped her back in 1972. That was a long time ago.
Oh my god.
I love so much that I found this story immediately after reading all this rage against Rowling. And here's our ex-husband going, "Yeah, I slapped the bitch. What of it?"
Oh my god.
Oh my God. This is her in 1999. Wow.
Yeah, is this like the picture after it happened? Like, like.
Oh yeah, she's holding her face in mid-tear. Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, what a picture to choose.
Yeah. It's not a great picture because he's got this look on his face, like,
Don't speak up again.
Yeah, right? I'll burn you with this cigarette next. Do you understand?
No. Now look and smile for the camera.
This is not a good picture for this.
Frankly, else is, these fans are too fanatical. You know what? Everyone should learn to have to deal with that because it kind of sucks. There's lots of hip-hop artists that I love that have got fucked up politics and say stupid shit. And it's like, and this is why you should be focusing on your music and not trying to tell people how to run their fucking lives. Like, you're a musical artist, right? Yeah, okay.
But that's what a narcissist does.
Well, yeah, I mean, fair enough. I'm a big fan of a lot of Robert De Niro's acting. Don't listen to that guy talk about the world.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
No. Robert De Niro, I think he's just onto the Hollywood narrative because he needs the money.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you really need to separate artists from things that they say in a lot of ways. Because like if I couldn't, I would hate to think that I couldn't watch Taxi Driver, Casino, Goodfellas, Heat. Like the list goes on and on. The Score. There's so many fucking De Niro films that I'm a huge fucking fan of. Raging Bull. List goes on and on and on. The Irishman. And it's, what am I supposed to do? Throw out all my fucking Blu-rays and DVDs and delete all the files that I have of De Niro films I love because the guy says extremely stupid shit about Trump and racism and all this other crap? No, you need to. No. But I also wouldn't get a Robert De Niro tattoo, so I don't know. Right?
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I'm not a huge Alyssa Milano fan because I just cannot stand that.
Yeah, you'd have a hard life if you were an Alyssa Milano.
Oh God, man! Ooh, I cannot stand that motherfucker.
Let's see what happened with this guy. This is last round, by the way. So everybody, drink up because I'm just going to read this article about. Yeah, this guy does. I'm not gonna lie, he does kind of look like an abuser. I'm just saying. Anyway, J.K. Rowling's first husband admitted to slapping her, but denied sustained abuse in response to the author's recent essay in which she called her first marriage violent. Yes, it's true. I slapped her, but I didn't abuse her. Jorge Arantes, 52, told The Sun on Wednesday. Arantes, who, according to the outlet, is a former journalist and ex-drug addict, yeah, he looks like it, also showed no remorse for his admitted actions. Quote, "I'm not sorry for slapping her." He just said it. All right, there it is. Rowling, 54, was married to Arantes from 1992 to 1995, and they had a daughter, Jessica Isabel Rowling Arantes, in 1993. The author is currently married to Neil Murray, whom she wed in 2001. Rowling revealed her experience with domestic abuse and sexual assault in a lengthy essay she published Wednesday, in which she defended her controversial views on transgender issues. Oh, no. See, I had never read that essay. Of course she brings up, well, no, I'm a victim. I understand victimhood.
Yeah, of course she did.
Right? Is anyone, that is the least surprising thing I've heard in a minute. Of course you brought up your past of hardship, etc.
Yeah.
And what's that got to do with your views on trans people? Nothing. You just want to make sure that you're a sympathetic character who's telling your views after being called a bigot repeatedly on Twitter when you're so used to all of the likes and retweets and applause from the woke crowd. I managed to escape my first violent marriage with some difficulty, but now I'm married to a truly good and principled man who was born with a dick, safe and secure in the ways I never in a million years expected to. Rowling wrote. I also added some. However, the scars left by violence and sexual assault don't disappear, no matter how loved you are, no matter how much money you've made, she said. Although she does not detail the assaults or identify her attacker, she mentions how her perennial jumpiness is a family joke as a result. Parentis told The Sun he hadn't read Rowling's essay. I don't care about it. What she says is up to her. It's her responsibility, not mine. There was not sustained abuse. And then again, I'm not sorry for slapping her. This guy is based as fuck. Holy shit.
You have to wonder, why he slapped her then.
Like I'm saying, that's
did you say something?
Yeah, she shouldn't have been talking shit that day.
You should say something absolutely fucking dumb. Right? Like the only thing he could do was nope.
Mm-hmm.
Or did she do something, or were they in the middle of a struggle and he slapped her to end it? It sounds like he's like it happened a long time ago and he's absolutely unapologetic. So I think that's why we're all taking guesses that there was some kind of context to it, you know? I
don't like your mama's cooking.
Well, I hope it wasn't over something that frivolous.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, it had to been some. She said something about his mom. That's what it was.
Oh,
what you say about mama? You better leave mama out your mouth.
Wow. So there it is. I'm sure all of the people that are really upset over her horrific comments are. I'd love to see them struggling with this. Well, I'm not in favor of abuse, but if you're going to abuse anyone, I'm glad it was that bigot. You know?
God.
Oh man, that sounds like what's called when Andy knows.
And this is why I'll never have a successful channel on YouTube. And I love the people who do show up. You guys rock. Oh shit. Well, like I said, that was last call, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between and outside of that spectrum. We're inclusive here. God damn it. We're not a bunch of Rowlingites hating on people. All right, so thank you everybody for coming in. I want to thank everyone for showing up, especially because we started really, really late. Twitter. Chat has been awesomely tonight, which is it's always fun to get you guys talking back and forth, unless of course you're spreading Irate Alice's horrible propaganda about otters, which I never appreciate. Thank you to everybody who tipped the bartender. Oh my god, it's so greatly appreciated. Thank you to Far and your boy Pat for keeping me company at the bar. You guys have been awesome company.
Yeah, no problem.
And of course, you guys are both welcome to come back anytime you want. I plan to do more noir bars, and I know I keep saying that, but this time it's going to happen. Because as far as seeing, I'm building an entire noir city. I've got 6 locations so far, and they're coming up very nicely. They're backgrounds for different videos that I'm going to do. I've actually got an IG account. That's right, I signed up for Instagram, but don't worry. There will be no thoughterry happening there, and I promise you that I will never, ever be on TikTok. Oh, thank you for your last minute tip from X-Bubba Hotep. Thank you for the $5. Just the tip before everyone that was oddly rapey, but I appreciate the tip nonetheless. Thank you very much, Expo Tap. Which is interesting. You're the first one here and the last one to leave. I'm an alcoholic, man. I can appreciate that. Pat, one more time, if you could, for your link up to live in chat. That would be awesome.
I see. All right, I did that right there. Plus, saying to subscribe to Psycho Rick as well.
Yeah, so check out Psycho Rick. Awesome fucking channel. Great stuff up there. Especially his, we were talking earlier about Marilyn Monroe. Check out his Rest in Peace video on Marilyn. That was great. Yeah,
I got to drop down another. I haven't done one in a couple of weeks because I've been kind of out of it because the craziness of the internet. So it's like I haven't dropped down one, but I'm trying to get one out this week.
I just noticed Evolved Potato said, "Stop saying Alex started it. I did it first." You don't want to own being a propagandist against otters, man. Just let Alex own it, for God's sake. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out this Pat Psycho Rick channel, the Rest in Peace series, particularly short biographies of people that have passed on, all interesting. I'm a big fan. And Pat himself is doing live streams, and so check out that channel.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I got like a lot of people like sending me like requests. So it's like anytime somebody sends me a request and I do like a little biography of it, I post like the comment of them like asking for the request on my videos. So like, hey, that's me.
Nice. All right, so there it is. Oh yeah, and Far's merch store is the link to buy her shit is below, so check that out. All right, thank you everybody for coming, and as we always say about this time, you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the fuck out of here, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.